brothers and sisters and YouTube family. A night before we had interceded for the firstborn in families, for them to be redeemed and restored to their rightful position in the family. The next morning, while in prayer, the Lord gave me a message on firstborns in families. Jesus began, "My brides, the firstborn in my eyes is the child in the family who is in alignment with my will. For some, the first child was born out of wedlock. This is their first fruit. I have a special destiny and assignment for them. Every child has his own purpose, destiny, and blessings. In every family, there is a first fruit, first child born in the marriage, and there is a firstborn child. Ishmael was the first fruit of Abraham, but not the firstborn according to my covenant, that is, my will and purposes." Family, the Lord asked me to read Genesis 48, verse 8 to 14. Then Jacob looked over at the two boys. "Are these your sons?" he asked. "Yes," Joseph told him. "These are the sons God has given me here in Egypt." And Jacob said, "Bring them closer to me so I can bless them." Jacob was half blind because of his age and could hardly see. So Joseph brought the boys close to him, and Jacob kissed and embraced them. Then Jacob said to Joseph, "I never thought I would see your face again, but now God has let me see your children too." Joseph moved the boys, who were at their grandfather's knees, and he bowed his face to the ground. Then he positioned the boys in front of Jacob. With his right hand, he directed Ephraim towards Jacob's left hand, and with his left hand, he put Manasseh at Jacob's right hand. But Jacob crossed his arms as he reached out to lay his hands on the boys' heads. He put his right hand on the head of Ephraim, though he was the younger boy, and his left hand on the head of Manasseh, though he was the firstborn. Secondly, to read Genesis 25 from 20 to 24. When Isaac was 40 years old, he married Rebekah, the daughter of Bethuel the Aramean from Paddan Aram, and the sister of Laban the Aramean. Isaac pleaded with the Lord on behalf of his wife because she was unable to have children. The Lord answered Isaac's prayer, and Rebekah became pregnant with twins. But the two children struggled with each other in her womb. So she went to ask the Lord about it. "Why is this happening to me?" she asked. And the Lord told her, "The sons in your womb will become two nations. From the very beginning, the two nations will be rivals. One nation will be stronger than the other, and your older son will serve your younger son." And when the time came to give birth, Rebekah discovered that she did indeed have twins. Jesus continued, "In a family, there can be a child who is first fruit of the womb, but not the firstborn according to my will. Secondly, a child can be the first fruit of the marriage and firstborn according to my will. Lastly, by my grace, the first fruit born out of wedlock may have the same grace with the firstborn in the family. First fruit is the first child of a man or woman, whether in marriage or out of wedlock. Firstborn child are those born into my purposed will in a marriage. I can also give the same blessings to both the first fruit who was born out of marriage and the firstborn of my purposed will in the marriage as I please. For some, they can be first child and firstborn. However, by my grace, I can choose the younger child to be in the position of the firstborn of the family as in blessings. Defilement of a child by parents through initiation can make them lose their firstborn status. My brides, in some families, I give the grace to all the children to possess the blessings equally. No one is greater than the other. Every child prospers in their lives and are a blessing to the family. I have given firstborns in every family the key to lock and unlock the blessings for the family, but if the firstborn does not abide with what is purposed for him, my grace may come upon any other child as I please, who can step up and use the key for the benefit of the family. Lastborns in a family also have a role, and it is important. They hold the key and the capacity to secure the blessings in the family not to be scattered. Through the lastborn, blessings multiplies and remain in the family. Any child can stand in the gap and redeem the firstborn status for the family and the blessing if they have been tampered by the enemy. My brides, you should all know that both first fruit and firstborn are mine. Numbers 18:15. The firstborn of every mother, whether human or animal, that is offered to the Lord will be yours. But you must always redeem your first sons and the firstborns of ceremonially unclean animals. Exodus 13:2. Dedicate to me every firstborn among the Israelites, the first offspring to be born of both humans and animals belongs to me. And that was the end of Jesus' message. Remain blessed in the Lord until next time.